The lottery is often seen as a chance to change one's life for the better, with the potential to win millions of dollars and live a life of luxury. However, history has shown that for some winners, the sudden influx of wealth can lead to a host of problems and challenges. From bankruptcies to fraud charges to tragic endings, the stories of some lottery winners serve as cautionary tales about the complexities of managing sudden wealth. Here are 10 dumbest lottery winners. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. Michael Todd Hill. In a shocking turn of events, a man from North Carolina who won a $10 million lottery prize in 2017 has been sentenced to life in prison for murdering his girlfriend. Michael Todd Hill, who had planned to use the money to pay bills and invest in his wife's business, was found guilty of first-degree murder and possession of a firearm by a felon. The victim, Kiana Tavangela Graham, was only 24 years old. This tragic story serves as a reminder that money cannot buy happiness or protect against the consequences of one's actions. Number 9. Callie Rogers. Rogers won £1.9 million in the UK National Lottery in 2003, making him the country's youngest lottery winner at the age of 16. Her money was squandered on breast implants, drugs, holidays, and automobiles. She also contributed money to her family and friends and purchased nice gifts for them. Rogers' extravagance, however, soon caught up with her, and she found herself in debt and was forced to file for bankruptcy. She later admitted to attempting suicide several times owing to the stress of her financial circumstances. Number 8. Jeffrey Dampier. Dampier became an instant billionaire when he won a $20 million lottery jackpot in the United States in 1996. He used his profits to launch a gourmet popcorn company with his sister-in-law, but it failed. Dampier also offered money to his family and friends, including his sister and ex-husband, Laws, who had grown envious of Dampier's fortune. Dampier was lured to the ex-apartment husbands in 2005 and murdered for his money. They were eventually apprehended and sentenced to death. Number 7. Michael Carroll. Carroll won a £9.7 million lottery jackpot in the United Kingdom in 2002, earning him the moniker Lotto Lout for his expensive and irresponsible behavior. He spent his money on extravagant parties, drugs, and automobiles, and even bought a mansion that he converted into a demolition derby track. But Carroll's spending caught up with him, and he was left with only a portion of his gains after a few years. He attempted to make a comeback by selling scrap metal and other odd jobs, but he was finally sentenced to prison for a fray and other felonies. Number 6. Amanda Clayton. Clayton became a popular figure after winning a $1 million lottery jackpot in Michigan in 2011. Even after her victory, she continued to receive food stamps, sparking outrage and calls for reform of the state's welfare system. Clayton defended her action, claiming that she was still in financial trouble and needed help. She was later accused of benefit fraud, although she pled not guilty. Clayton was sentenced to probation and ordered to repay the $5,500 she received in food stamps after winning the lottery. Number 5. Sharon Tirabassi. Tirabassi became an instant wealthy in 2004 after winning $10.5 million in the Ontario lottery. She quit her work and went on a spending frenzy, purchasing fancy cars, fashionable clothes, and extravagant holidays. She also provided a lot of money to friends and relatives. Tirabassi, on the other hand, did not have a financial plan and ended up blowing through her riches in a matter of years. She was left with nothing but debt and had to return to low-wage work to maintain her family. Number 4. Gerald Muswagon. Muswagon won a $10 million lottery jackpot in Canada in 1998, but his life took a terrible turn after that. He quit his work and went on a spending spree, purchasing houses, vehicles, and drugs. He also got paranoid, believing that everyone was out to get him. Muswagon lost all of his money and was left penniless. He got depressed and cut himself off from friends and family. In 2005, he tragically committed suicide by hanging himself in his garage. Number 3. Jack Whittaker. Whittaker became an instant sensation after winning a $315 million Powerball prize in 2002, the largest ever at the time. He promised to donate 10% of his winnings to charity at first, but his life quickly spiraled out of control. Whitaker was targeted by thieves, sued by business partners, and developed a drug and alcohol addiction. He also suffered the loss of his granddaughter due to a drug overdose and was sued by a strip club hostess who claimed he abused her. He was said to have spent more than $100,000 on drinking and gambling in only 1 year. By 2007, he had lost most of his fortune and was dealing with lawsuits and legal issues. Number 2. Denise Rossi. Rossi won $1.3 million in a California lottery in 1996, but she chose to withhold the news from her husband. She filed for divorce and attempted to conceal her earnings during the divorce proceedings, but her husband eventually discovered the truth and sued her for the entire sum. Rossi was compelled to hand over all of her profits to her ex-husband when a judge ruled in his favor. Number 1. William Bud Post. Post won $16.2 million in the Pennsylvania lottery in 1988, but his newfound fortune quickly became a nightmare. Post's ex-girlfriend sued him for a portion of the winnings, and his brother hired a hitman to kill him to inherit some of the money. He also wasted his fortune on a home, fancy automobiles, and a failed business venture, leaving him in debt to the tune of $1 million. So guys, that was it for this video. What did you think about our video? Let us know in the comment section below. If you are new to our channel, be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell to get notified about our latest videos. Thanks for watching.